I am Duk, and this is a demonstration of web-based cryptojacking attack researched by me and my teammate Phan Quốc Thắng. Generally, cryptojacking is when an attacker uses the victim's computer's CPU resource to mine cryptocurrency, specifically Monero. Here is the scripts for this kind of attack. I'm using scripts developed by those at coinem.com, and after the coin is mined, it will be stored on coinem website. It is extremely easy to find these kind of scripts on the internet, and it is even easier to embed these scripts into your website. Just simply copy and paste it into your website HTML code. As you can see here, this is my typical CPU usage when it functions normally. See what happened when I open the demo site, which I have already embedded with cryptojacking scripts. As you can see right here, the CPU usage is now at around 46%, a lot higher than my normal CPU usage. This is the result of my CPU being used to mine cryptocurrency. You can even hear the fan working louder behind the scene due to temperature rise. If my device is being used frequently at this rate, the components inside would be fried due to high temperature and will seriously damage my device. So next time when you feel that your device is laggier and the cooling system works louder all of a sudden, it is likely that you are being attacked, and what you should do is close all the browser to see if the problem is fixed.
Hi, my name is Huang, and today I'm going to demonstrate my work with Việt Anh and Phương Nam on the cross-site scripting attack technique using my virtual machine. In this example, we use Kali, Linux, and Debian to demonstrate the aforementioned attack on our local IP address. This cross-site scripting technique is specified as stored XSS, which injects a malicious JavaScript code to attack the backend side of the website. Firstly, I run this command to check what technology is used in all visible ports of my IP address, as can be seen with port 22, which uses OpenSSH, and port 80, which uses Apache. Now I'm going to access this IP address to try to perform XSS attack on this website. In this example, I use an external Firefox extension to get all cookie values from the website. Now I make an attempt to inject the alert JavaScript code to check whether the following three fields are vulnerable to the cross-site scripting attack. As can be seen, the first two fields are not vulnerable. However, voila, the last field is vulnerable. So I'm gonna try to submit the form. As you can see, the alert pops up. Now we're gonna head back to the cookie editor extension. As you can see, there's one cookie called PHP SSDID session, which has the value of a string. Now I continue by injecting a malicious JavaScript code which will add an image whenever a user submits the form. The focus of the attack is hidden in the source of the image tag. When added, whenever a reload attempt is executed, the browser will automatically get access to the source of the image. Thus, in the role of the attacker, I only need to set up a server to get the cookie session of the users. Let's start creating a server with my IP address and port 4444 using Python in the terminal to get all HTTP requests from the users. Resubmit the form to take effect, and we get a new IP address with the corresponding cookie session. Let's wait for the victims. Hooray! We got one IP address from a new victim. Let's add this cookie session to the cookie editor extension to see the victim's account. Luckily, the victim is the administrator of the website. Now we have the admin privileges to perform pretty much any operations, not excluding editing and deleting important elements of the website, and even the user accounts. Even worse, the attacker can perform a series of different types of attack on this website because this user has already had the admin privilege, so anything can happen. This vulnerability is seriously dangerous to any business or organizations. Although this cross-site scripting attack can pose a high threat to web platforms, there are multiple ways to prevent this, and some of the good habits to practice are: firstly, encode all sensitive characters such as less than, greater than, double quote, and so forth. Secondly, create or use a good XSS filter library to avoid malicious JavaScript code to tamper the data. Lastly, sanitize all the user input fields in both the front end and the back end side of the website. This ensures that there's no XSS attack can happen. This is the end of our demo presentation. Thank you for listening.